Today we're going to talk about Mega Evolutions. It's been released for a few days now. It was released on September 26th. Locally, there was actually a delay, so we only going to get our stock in a week's time. So right now, mainly in the US, it's released September 26th. We have a couple of days. Let's take a look at the cards. You've probably already seen the Japanese set, Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. You already know there's this new rarity, Mega Ultra Rare Merge, that's probably the most expensive out of all the cards. So Mega Evolution is the combination of two Japanese sets, Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. And my initial thought was, you know what, it wouldn't be a really great set, because if you look at the Pokemons that's on the packs and that's in the set, it's not really that great. I mean, you have Lucario, you have Gardevoir, you have Venusaur, and then you have Kangaskhan. So it's not really, I wasn't expecting to be a really good set. So probably a high B tier, low A tier set. That was what I was thinking, and my views have changed. Take a look, okay? So a few days after, total set value 4,182. That is massive. That is a very high set value. Probably only lower than Prismatic Evolutions in Sword and Shield. I mean, in Scarlet and Violet, and then lower than Evolving Skies in Sword and Shield. It's higher than all the other Scarlet and Violet sets. Obviously, it's the first weeks, and probably some areas haven't even gotten this product yet. So in the weeks to come, you will see singles dropping a lot as more and more of these cards go into supply. But nonetheless, first week, let's take a look. As expected, the gold cards are the most expensive. Lucario, Mega Lucario for $541. Mega Gardevoir $489. So these are the two most expensive cards, around that $500 range. Then Mega Gardevoir is the most expensive SIR at the moment, 283, followed by Lucario 277, which was to be expected. I thought Latias was gonna be a bit higher, but it's its fourth. Venusaur 217. Some people like this artwork, some people don't, but I think it's decent. I just thought it worked well with the whole evolution line from Bulbasaur, Ivysaur to Venusaur. That was quite cool. And that Bulbasaur with stamp on it, I think that's doing quite well at the moment. And then we have Trainers SIR, Lily's Determination, doing very decent, 180. Over the couple of weeks, basically you can see these cards dropping by 30%, even 30 to 50%, so it's going to go half of these values at the moment. Lily's Determination, I think it's probably going to still stay above $100, probably hover around 100. And then we have Mega Upsell. Obviously this is done by that very popular artwork, very popular artist, Arita. People calling this the Batman card. I think it's okay. It's not the best artwork. And then we have Kangaskhan, cute, cartoonish, and then we have an IR, which is $79 and higher than quite a few SIRs. Maybe because of the Pikachu cameo over here, because Marshadow isn't really a popular Pokemon, so people are already pushing this card up because of this Pikachu over there. Acerola SIR $61, Ivysaur IR $37, Lily's Determination of Fraud $37. Not the best artwork. I still prefer the Ultra Prism one. Sergeant, Lieutenant Surge. What is this artwork? $36. I recall the Japanese one was like $3 or something. So this card is only going to go down further over time. I don't see this card doing well at all, so this will go to this $10-20 very soon. And then we have Mega Lucario, Fuart, very nice, $31. Bulbasaur, yeah, this is a very cute artwork, $29. Vulpix, this is actually very nice. It's giving me that vibes of that Moltres. Alt Art, pretty cool. So we're Vulpix here, and then we have Gumshoes. Okay, how is this card doing so well? Maybe because it's got Rattata, Gen 1 Pokemon. Wally's Compassion, another SIR trainer that's not doing well, $26. Mega Venusaur EX Full Art, $26. Steelix, and then we have Mega Carnivore, Mega Latias, Shaco, Executor, Night Stretcher, Mega Absol. Okay, so overall, you know what? SIRs aren't doing so bad. And in terms of number of cards above 100, sure. 9 cards above 100. And then you have 2 cards hovering that $500 region. Definitely a much better set than I expected. So don't sleep on this. My initial plan was to skip this set because I thought, you know what, the Pokemon's gonna cool down now because Mega Evolution doesn't really seem like a strong set. But then you've got these Murs, so yeah, not a set to be slept on. I think it's now, I'm upgrading this to an A tier set now, maybe even a mid to high A tier set. Let's take a look at the sealed products and sort of take a look. So in terms of the enhanced booster box, it's $356. That is just crazy because think about this. This is a very new set, and MSRP is $160. This is $356. It's more than double. And then you have Mega Evolution and normal booster box $335. Pokemon Center ETBs $237. Remember, these are like $59 MSRP. So you have these Pokemon Center ETBs. That's these tins. And then the normal ETBs, $100, not too bad. And then booster bundles, we got Exploding Battle box, mini tins, single booster pack, $8. So yeah, crazy indeed. I mean, it's a booster box double price. ETBs aren't doing too bad. I mean, it's also double MSRP. MSRP is $49 on and Mega Evolution God of War actually has a nice promo of Alakazam, which is another Gen 1 Pokemon. Lucario's one has a promo of Riolu, so which is also quite nice. Artworks, I have to say, is quite nice compared to a normal ETB promo. Not like super artworks, but just decent artworks. And then Pokemon Center ones, yeah, if you could have gotten your hands on it whilst it was on Pokemon Center, congrats. I didn't get it, stuck in the queue, and then yeah, I got many problems. Couldn't get those. Booster bundles $54, that's decent. And you got these 3-pack blisters. Single cards out the gate, $833. So what would I do at the moment? Definitely I wouldn't FOMO into these booster boxes at the moment. It's really a new set. I would say it's still in its print run. Wait for the reprint cycle to happen. Wait for the reprints to come through, and then try getting your pre-orders or your orders in, rather than jumping in at these prices. I'm not really saying just buy at MSRP, but right now too many things are just going up, and things just don't go up, you know, forever. There's gonna come a time where it's gonna correct, and just buying a box straight out of release at $356, I just don't know. I think that's quite a risky move. Anything can happen, you know. What if reprint happens in a few months' time? You basically locked in $356, and then reprint comes in, maybe the box falls under 300, 250, or even close to 200. You know, it's just not a good feeling if you spend that much money on a booster box and then it stays, you know, in the $200 region for quite some time. So I would say if you got in at pre-orders. Good for you. Maybe open some just for the fun of it, and then keep some sealed. I think it's over the long term, it's gonna be a much better set than we actually anticipated. I know there's a expectation out there that base sets of each era is generally the worst set, or it's generally a very weak set. I mean, think back to Sword and Shield base, very weak set. We only had that Marnie Full Art, which is lower than $100, being the most expensive. Then what's this? Scarlet and Violet base, also very weak. I don't think there was any cards above $100. And now in Mega Evolution, people use the same expectations, but yeah, it's just a bit different now. It's actually a very, very strong set. 4,000. So over the times, give it a few weeks. I think this is gonna go to 2,500, between 2 and 3,000. So yeah, that's really my take. Let's observe this a bit further, and yeah, catch you next one.